Is all advice good advice? That's what we're digging into today because it might not be. So join me for the episode of Your Delicious Life. Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Carre and welcome to Your Delicious Life, where each week we take a look at life from a different perspective and either learn something new or get reminded of something that we already knew. This week's episode is called Bad Business Advice. Now, I've been thinking about this because I have recently taken on some different mentorship roles for 2018 that I'm super excited about. And of course, in those roles, I will be sharing my experience and my advice with the people I'm mentoring. So I'm going to be working with a woman through the Canadian Business Chicks and then also as a mentor for the Smart Start program right here in Airdrie. So it just got me thinking about the different advice that we receive or the different advice that we hear, and even sometimes those movie quotes that turn into advice. And that's what I really wanted to dig into because there's things that I've heard that are really bad pieces of advice, and that's what I want to talk about. The line or piece of advice I'm thinking of in particular here is from the movie Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. Except for that's not true. The truth is, if you build it, you'll pay for it. If you rent that space for your office or your business, just because you hang a sign up front does not mean that people will come to your business. But it does mean that you will pay for that sign and you will pay for that space every single month to your landlord. Just because you build an online business and a website and launch it out into the online world doesn't mean that people will come and buy, but you will pay for the website and the domain and the ads that you've put out there. So this idea that we just have to build or create a business and the clients will come to us is kind of ridiculous. I mean, maybe if you said if you build it and then you work hard, promote it and hustle and, work your butt off, they might show up. That would be more accurate. But I guess it doesn't really have the same ring to it. So the advice that I think I'm going to opt to share with my mentees is if you make a plan, you can follow it. Because a plan, to me, is one of the most important first steps in running a business. A business plan is important because it includes a lot of important details. I mean, you're going to outline what it is you're selling, the product or the services, how you're going to sell it and take it to market. You're going to identify who you're going to sell it to, what it's going to sell for, what your costs for obtaining that product or creating that product will be, what your profit margins are, what your budget is, what your marketing expenses will be. There's all sorts of pieces to the business plan that really outline how you're going to do business. Now, if you're a new business, you're going to more than likely need some sort of financial assistance, be it through a bank or a lender of some kind. Well, banks are going to want a really in-depth business plan because at the end of all of their questions about what you're doing, what you're selling, what it's going to cost, how much your markup's going to be, they want to know, when am I going to get paid back? Are you profitable? What's your growth plan? When will we get the money back? So having a business plan is important if you're going to be looking for funding, but even if you don't necessarily have to find funding for your business, it's still important to have a business plan because outlining all of those things creates a structure for your business. And the thing is, as a business owner, you're going to have opportunities come your way. They may be marketing opportunities, they may be opportunities to offer a new product or a new service within your business. And when you have a business plan, you can go back to it and measure this new opportunity against your plan and ask yourself if it's a fit or not. Because not every opportunity that presents itself is going to be the right fit for your business. The other thing that I think is so important in a business plan is starting with your mission, vision, and values. Knowing why you have the business you have is so incredibly important. And if you've watched my videos before or follow me at all, you know that I am so committed to knowing your why. It's something I talk about in my talks. I did a blog post, and I'll actually put a link to it below in this week's blog post. But starting with why and knowing what drives you is so incredibly important. And that's not just important in our personal lives, but in our business lives as well. So when we can start our business plan with that clarity around our mission, around our vision for the business, and around the values that we want to have within our business, it really does set us up for success moving forward when those different opportunities present themselves to us. Your business plan also needs to be about the people that you're going to work with. I think it's so important that we get clear about the kinds of people that we want to be part of our team. And when I say part of our team, I don't just mean an employee or a partner. I also am talking about contractors and people you may hire to provide a service to your business, or people you may work with, suppliers or something of that nature, to bring your business all together. So getting clear about who you want to work with is also very important. Now, I really see this come up with real estate teams. You know, over the years, I've seen numerous teams come together and then fall apart. And we personally have had people join our team and then leave the team for various reasons. But at the end of the day, it always comes down to alignment and an alignment of values. So what's your why? What's your mission? What's your end game? What's important to you? And you outline all of those things, and then you want to make sure you find people that match that with your team. So you want to find people that have similar values, similar approaches to business, similar ideas about what it means to provide customer service, or whatever important details there are around your business. But creating that alignment, creating that clarity about what you want helps you create alignment with the who when it comes to either hiring someone or expanding your team. Take the time to write a business plan. Get clear about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, how you will measure your success, who will be involved. I think you'll be so much more successful if you spend the time to create that plan than just hanging a sign and hoping people will show up. If you build it, they will come is not sustainable advice for a business. But planning for the success of your business is sustainable advice. So that is advice I am hoping and planning on sharing with my mentees, and I wanted to share with you guys here today. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to our weekly newsletter where this video comes right to your inbox, you can go to michellecarre.com, and at the very bottom you can subscribe to the newsletter. It's just an email once a week with a link to this video. You can also catch it on Facebook, but you can miss that in your news feed. And you can subscribe on YouTube as well if you'd like to, which is also fun. So thanks everybody for watching. Join me next week where I'm going to talk about a part of the business plan that isn't that sexy, but is incredibly important. Thanks everyone. Have a great week.